Bangladesh is a country defined by water. Nearly 80% of the land disappears beneath monsoon floods every year, making this one of the most disaster-prone areas on the planet. But for thousands of years, people have built their lives around these floods. Now, with climate change, the rains are erratic and more frequent. The flooding is unpredictable and more severe, threatening the lives of millions, particularly the women.
They are living on the fringe of life and death. And for climate change, these are the most vulnerable areas. These are the people who are going to face the first brink or the first impact of the change.
Runa Khan leads her country's fight against climate change, focusing on the hardest hit areas like this remote river delta up north. Here, 4 million people live day to day on the hundreds of sand islands that have formed midstream. Without warning, the floods erode the shores and drown the islands.
When I was here 3 months ago, the land was at least 100 meters there. There were crops and fields and cultivation, all that is under the water now.
Forced out of their sunken homes and farms, they must leave everything behind, with nowhere to go and no one to help them.
Every time they shift, they lose everything. 90% of their goods they lose, like their lands they lose. So they become poorer and poorer. When you are living on the fringe, every single raindrop, every single penny that you bring in makes a difference in your life. That is why these people are feeling it far more quickly than society in general. We are trying to equip them for dealing with what is to come, so that if they have to move, they're prepared.
To prepare them for survival, Runa knows she must start with the women.
Women are the key forces in these families. Very often, in these villages, the men have to look for jobs outside the island, and the women are left behind. Now, if we don't train and educate the women, who is going to deal with disaster? If they are educated, if they can earn money, they can mobilize families, they can mobilize villages.
Through 30 schools across the islands, Runa has already educated 4,000 students.
From knowing not even how to hold a pencil, after 8 months they come out reading, writing, doing mathematics. You see them blooming in front of our eyes. From shy, timid women into somebody who's a force to be reckoned with. I'm so proud of them.
It takes hours to get from one island to the next, but it's the only way Runa can carry out another mission in the fight against climate change: to keep these women and children healthy enough to survive the coming disasters. The problem is they are literally stranded.
These people don't have a boat, they don't have any way to reach mainlands and other facilities. So we are bringing this healthcare to them.
Out of a used cargo ship, Runa has built her country's first ever floating hospital. Her 150-person medical team visits every single island. And each time they come, the doctors identify the most urgent cases to take on board for treatment. Today, they have picked Asaran, an elderly woman with cataracts, a disease that leads to blindness. And in a place where the land beneath you can suddenly shift and your home instantly wash away, blindness puts you in grave danger. Runa's team treats dozens of cataract patients a day and 60,000 more patients a month, for any sickness, minor or fatal. With flooding growing more unpredictable, more severe, Runa's floating hospital will only grow more critical to the survival of the people here. Asaran is one of the lucky ones today, not only because she was chosen, but because the surgery worked.
This is what
keeps me going. The joy and the sparkle. I can't leave this for anything. All I wanted to do was to just help these people because nobody was coming to them.
Suppose tomorrow you wake up and there is no sun. Tomorrow you wake up and you're blind. How is it going to be? So you come here and you see these people still smiling and living, and your values change.
You can bring hope with so little. You can bring hope to them.